Here we are with our first episode of UU Campus Q's, where we take your actual questions about UU Campus Ministry and find some actual answers. I'm your host, Annie Gonzalez-Milliken, the Young Adult and Campus Ministry Associate for the Unitarian Universalist Association. Along with having an absurdly long name and job title, I work to support students, faculty, ministers, religious educators, and UU volunteers with the sacred work of serving the spiritual needs of college students. So let's jump in. Today's question is from our fall 2015 Campus Ministry Census. Many folks wrote in the forum that they want to know how to find the Unitarian Universalists on their college campus. And it's a great UU Campus Q. For today's answer, we have special guest, Reverend Annie Gonzalez-Milliken, the Young Adult and Campus Ministry Associate for the Unitarian Universalist Association. So people want to know how to find the UUs on their campus. Maybe you're starting a campus ministry, maybe you're continuing or revitalizing one, and you're thinking, okay, there's got to be some UUs out there. How do I find them? It's a great question, and there's no easy answer, but there are some strategies that can help. First, you can go to the Office of Religious Life or the Chaplain Department or maybe the Office of Student Life and ask if either you can contact the UUs or they can contact the UUs. Most colleges collect information about religious identity of students who are coming into the college. They're very careful about releasing that information for a lot of privacy-related reasons. But some schools will allow you to contact the Unitarian Universalists, and some will allow you to give them a message to pass along. So seek out those folks who will know about this information and find out. For example, at Tufts University, they do a comprehensive survey about the spiritual lives of students when they come in, which helps them serve students better. You can see that there are Unitarian Universalists at Tufts. Hooray! And they have a UU chaplain there, which helps to serve them. The college you're trying to serve has UUs too. Another strategy is to network on campus and off campus. When you're talking about on campus, you want to look for other groups that share our Unitarian Universalist values and let them know that you're here. For example, the group at Florida Gulf Coast University got together with the Gay Straight Alliance on their campus and did a tabling event. There are all kinds of organizations on college campuses that share our UU values about inclusion and justice, and that would be happy to pass along students who have spiritual questions or identify as Unitarian Universalist. Another strategy might be to reach out to professors who teach religious studies or ethics, some of these classes that might bring up questions for students. When they come to the professors seeking spiritual guidance, they can say, hey, there's a UU group that embraces some of the questions you're asking, pass them along. Now, networking also is important within the UU landscape, so you need to be in touch with the ministers and religious educators and youth advisors in congregations in the area, especially if the campus you're at draws heavily from the surrounding area. Another group to make sure you're in touch with is your regional congregational life staff at the UUA, and of course, your Young Adult and Campus Ministry Associate. That way, folks know that your group exists or that you're trying to start a group, and they can refer UUs who they know from their work towards your group if they end up at your school. One last thing to do is to make sure that your entry on the Hub Map is up to date and has good contact information. The Hub Map is a great place to look for young adult and campus ministry groups, but it doesn't help if the information is incorrect. So make sure your marker is in the right geographic location and that there is an email address or an active Facebook group or an active website listed with the information so that people can not only find you, but then get in touch with you and join the group. So, while it's challenging to find UUs on college campuses, these are some strategies that can help. Go to the folks on campus who have the data on religious identity and see if they can help pass along a message or give you that list. Network, and use the Hub Map. Now, many people ask us, why doesn't the UUA keep track of our youth who bridge out of our youth groups and congregations and into the wider world? Well, we try really hard to do that, and we had a program called Bridge Connections, and it didn't work nearly as effectively as we would have liked, and we found that it wasn't worth our while. However, we're really trying to rethink the way we support these emerging adult bridgers. And while we're rethinking that, we're also going to be promoting ways that UU young adults who have recently bridged out of congregational youth groups can plug into UU community, both in person and virtually. So stay tuned for that kind of promotion that you can help pass along to people who are seeking ways to be connected, whether it's at your campus or beyond. Thanks for watching UU Campus Q's, where your campus ministry questions get answered. Join us next time to learn how to find more money for your UU campus ministry. Do you have a UU Campus Q? Email campusministry@uua.org or tweet with the hashtag UUCampusQs. See you next time.